Yo, big up yourselves. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Jack, JRC, big up yourselves. We always say big up yourselves, yeah? So big up everyone in the comments if you want. Big up everyone. And if you can hit that like button right now, we'll get more likes. It's as easy as that, guys, you know what I mean? Yeah, welcome. In today's video, I am installing a car charger from BG Sync EV. It's going to be a nice one, to be fair. Don't worry, we're not turning into artisan. We're not just going to do car chargers, but it's nice to make a change. So what we're going to be installing is a Sync EV garage unit, which is all ready for EV with your SPD Type A RCBO. We're going to be installing that and then onto our car charger, which is nice. So it's raining, as always. Whenever Jack from JRC's got work outside, the heavens open. Always. So yeah, I'll get the stuff out, get ready, get all geared up, and then try and get some bits because it is raining and the camera does not like rain. I'll get the stuff out of the van, shall I? Run the ting! We're here, the stuff's out the van, and this is the job. So it's a new build house, well, fairly new. I'm not sure how old it is, but the street looks brand new, to be fair. And this is where we're going to be installing it. So this is where we're going to be installing it. As we know, we can't put a garage unit inside that enclosure, so we're going to be mounting it just outside. The garage unit we're using is IP65, so that will be sound. We're going to be mounting it roughly here. We're going to drill straight through. Tails coming out here. I'm going to move this about a bit if I can, or I might be able to get the double pole Henley block in there. So I'm going to Henley block the tiles through into the garage unit, and then I'm going to put a stuffer in the bottom, gland out, come across, depending on whereabouts they want it, and then come up and into the charger. Right, so here is the garage unit we're going to be fit. Look how sexy that is. Nice. So we've got main switch, 32 amp MCB, which is feeding our surge protection device, and then we've got a Type A RCBO to supply the charger. And if we turn it round, here's how we're going to get in with the tails. I'm going to cut that out, mark it on the wall, and then drill through on an angle into the meter cupboard. Nice. And then in the bottom, we'll put one of those stuffers in, come out with our Ultra EV cable, and then straight off into the charger. So here's the charger that we're fitting. We're fitting a tethered unit, so it's got 7.5 meters of cable that comes with it into the charge lead, which is perfect for nearly every occasion, really. Christmas, birthdays. Yeah, it's mint, perfect for everything. Wherever you're putting it, normally it will reach anywhere on the car, so that's mint. So charger, we've then got a little bag of bits. So we've got a gland to gland into it. We've got the power connector, so this is where our live, neutral and earth will go, and then that plugs into a connector in there, which I'll show you in a minute. We've got a little cable clamp that'll go on there, and then we've got the screws for the cover. So it comes with 2 in. They just need loosening off, pulling off, and then you're ready to go. It also comes with the bit that you need to take it on and off, which is mint. And then once it's all installed, click that on and we're good to go. Good to charge your tings up. And then the holster that goes on the wall just to hold the charging lead in. Tidy and nice. We've also got the CT clamp, so this comes separately from the unit. Let me show it you. So it comes with Wagos to join on to your Cat 5 or Cat 6 or whatever you've pulled in, and then this just wraps around your tails in the mains just to monitor the load. So if you put the electric shower on or cooker or anything like that, this won't let you charge at full because you'll blow the fuse. So nice, very good, very nice. Right, I've got the cover off the garage unit and I've took the insides out just to make it easier for me. So this is where we're going to be drilling. We'll drill the centre out there. So it comes with template things anyway. I'll probably put a 32mm bit through there, mark the centre up for me to make it nice and easy. I'll drill these out, which are the fixing points, and then we'll get it marked up on the wall and get the hole drilled for the tails. So I've marked up our hole now. That's where we're going to be drilling straight through into the meter cupboard with our tails. Hopefully we don't hit them tails that are in the wall, but yeah, should be all right. So I'll drill that now and then our garage unit's going to be mounted on there. We've got 25mm tails, 16mm earth to pull in, 16mm earth straight into the earth terminal there, and then I've got a double pole Henley block that's going to sit there, and then our tails will go in and then out to our hole. So the hole's drilled now. I've knocked a bit of brick there, but the garage unit's going there, so you're not going to see it. So we've got our tails through, 25mm live and neutral, 16mm earth, straight through, and then just to make it easier for myself, I've pulled the CT clamp through as well, so that it can all just be, once the garage unit's mounted, it's done. I can connect it all up and we're good to go. So I'll get this on now. I think there's 3 or 4 mounting screws to screw in, and then I'll draw the bottom out for our gland, and then we'll go off wherever they want the charger. Look at that figure of beauty, matches the windows perfectly. So that's mounted. I couldn't put a screw in this one because I'd have gone through the cable, so I've used that one, that one, that one and that one. So they're coming in nicely. I haven't put grommet strip around that hole. It is a manufactured hole, so it's not sharp or anything like that. I've just literally knocked it out. The cables aren't touching anyway because the hole in the brick's smaller. So let's get the insides in, and then we'll look at getting the cable round. Right, EV cable is in. If you haven't seen this before, live conductor, neutral conductor, earth conductor. All these are 6mm, so they'll go straight into the charger. And then you've also got a Cat 5 inside the actual cable itself. That's what we're going to link up onto our CT cables in the back of the board, and then the CT clamp is just going to come round and go onto one of the main live terminals. Terminals, again, conductors. So yeah, get the insides now, get them screwed back in. We'll get the tails connected up, the mains connected up, and then we'll Wago these behind. Right, I've got the garage unit mounted now. I've got it all connected up. Tails are coming through, and I've put the earth into the earth bar. This is just waiting to be clipped on. So we've got our Ultra EV cable. If you haven't seen that, it's got the Cat 5 built in. I don't know if I've already told you, I forgot. But I've linked that out in the back of the board. I'll show you that in a minute. So for this Ultra EV cable, I've got some cleats that are going to go round and then drill on wherever we want it, wherever the charger's getting mounted. We'll get it to there in nice straight lines so it looks nice. So that's that. I've got to disconnect the mains in a minute and get our Henley block into the cupboard to split the mains down. So we'll have the mains coming out the meter. It then goes into the meter company's isolator and then out the bottom into a KMF at the minute. So we'll disconnect the KMF, put that into our Henley block. We've got double pole, so the live will sit at the front, neutral at the back, either or. And then take that into there. We'll take a new set of tails off into the KMF that feeds the property, and we'll come off with our new tails as well. So in the Henley block, we'll have 3 of each. We'll have live coming in from the mains, live off to the KMF to feed the house, and then a live off to feed the garage unit. Same with the neutral, so there'll be 6 cables in total. I will show you that. I just thought I'd talk you through it. You know, make a bit of video, make a bit of content, eh? So let's get the charger prepped and ready to go. I've put the bit that it comes with inside my drill, so you can just loosen it off. So there's 2 screws in, the other 2 are in that pack I showed you earlier. So we'll take the cover off, and then that is what we're going to be mounting to the wall. There's a little level in there, there's a space to click our connectors in. Yeah, it's nice. And then for mounting on the wall, it comes with a fixing template. So you hold this up, get it nice and level, and then there is our template for our screws. So what we'll do, make a little hole in here, spray our marksman through onto the wall wherever we want it, and that'll mark out where our fixing holes are in the charger. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. That'll get it up on the wall where we want it. And then we've got our little compression gland that's going to be screwed into the bottom there. There's already a hole for it, and that's where our cable clamp will fix onto it right there. We've got our Wago in here, which will connect on to the board itself. So that'll connect onto this cable here. We'll see what them are for in a moment. But basically, it's as easy as that. We've got this one to connect on, and we've got our CT to go into these little push fit connectors, and then one of these plugs in to the charging lead and one into the mains, which we're going to be connecting into this block. So we've decided with the customer on going next to the window. So garage unit, down with our cable and then back up, and this is going to be where we're fixing it roughly there. So we'll mark out these holes. I have drilled them out, and then we can get the level on it. There's already a line on the paper, to be fair, so we can level it off that. Yeah, see that? Already level just from guessing it, Lee. And then we can drill through our fixings, mark them up, So our 4 holes, we can get them drilled out now, get it mounted, and then look at getting the cable to it. So charger's mounted now. I've just got the stuffing gland to go in the bottom. It's already knocked out, so we can just push that in, get our little lock ring in, and get it tightened down. Right, we've come up with this with the customer, so we're going to drop out the board. I've put the first cleat there just to show you where it's going to go. So I'm going to run a line now, about 300 apart, so 1, 2, 3, and then we'll loop up and into the charger. So I'll get these drilled out now. And there we go, le bosh. It's connected up that end, cleated down and round and up into the charger. I've just stripped this cable so that I can show you all this that it comes with. I don't know what it is, bit of protection I suppose. But I'll get that cut off and then we'll get our CT clamp connected in to the charger and our mains connected into our little terminal block that I showed you earlier. So I've stripped the cable off now. I've got my live neutral and earth into my connector and I've got my Cat 5 stripped. I've wrapped the cores around it that we're not going to be using. So for this we've used the brown and white for our CT. So we know they're the connections. We've connected them up that end into the CT clamp. So yeah, just got these connected now. I'll get the insides and I'll show you what connects into what. So I've got the insides now and I've got the 2 connections. So our male on the live neutral and earth, no, our female on the live neutral and earth is going into the male. That's your supply cable going in. And then our male is going into the female, which is your charging cable. So the 7.5 meter cable. We've then got our 2 cables I just told you about going into the CT, which are up here on little push connectors. And then our single wire there is going into the Wago that comes with the charging cable. So I think that's your PP or some, I might be wrong. I'm blagging it till now. I've blagged it till now all these years. Let's keep blagging it, you know what I mean? But yeah, we'll get this plugged in now, get it screwed up, and then we'll look at getting the mains in. Cables are connected up now. These will sit nicely in the back. Not sure if you can see, but the one that plugs into the charge cable just clicks into a little locator at the back just to tidy it up a bit, make it a bit nicer. I've got the details out the back now. I took a picture on my phone. That's going to be used for the registration and the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi. So we'll get that in now, get it screwed up, and then move over to start the Henley blocks. Right, we're into the mains cupboard now and I've disconnected out the bottom of the one shot. It's just an isolator, call it a one shot. I used to call it when we did the council work. That's what we'd asked for to be fitted. So it's a one shot, don't at me. So that's disconnected, that comes down to our KMF. Here's our new tails that come in and we're going to be fitting this double pole Henley block. So there's a slot there for the copper connectors and a slot there. I've just said copper, but it's brass. And then there's little knockouts on the bottom. So where we've got cable coming in, we'll just knock those out with a hammer and a screwdriver. And then inside each one, we're going to have this. So we'll be using probably the left, the middle and the end, just split them up a bit, make it a bit easier. That slots into the top there, and then we've got another one in the bottom. So in here, we've got a row that goes into the one, and a row down there, if you can see them, that goes into the other. One's your live, one's your neutral. Double pole just makes it easier to fit. There's only one, rather than having 2 separate ones. So I'll get these knocked out now, get the tails cut to length, and then when it's connected, we'll pop back and show you. Just like that. So mains coming out into the middle of the Henley blocks, out again and through into our EV garage unit, and then out again into the bottom of the KMF. Ready to go. So I'll put all the covers back on now, get our buzz bar into the bottom of the garage unit, and then yeah, it's ready to fire up and start commissioning. But before I do that, I'm going to put the CT clamp on. So this wraps around the live and measures what current's being drawn by the property. So I'm going to put it onto there from the bottom of the one shot, and that can then measure everything that's going through that Henley block. So everything that the property's drawing. We've got the KMF covered and we've got the charger covered. That can then tell the charger and limit the charge down to 6 amps if it's being drawn by the property, so that you don't overload the main fuse. That's initialising now. Go on. That's initialising now. We've got the power back on, we've got all the covers back on, and we've got the CT clamp around the mains. So I'm going to take a ZE off the main switch there. That's going to give us our ZE of the property, and then I'm going to take a ZS at the charging cable with our mega charger adapter. I'm just going to take a ZE of the garage unit now for the certificate. So I've got the earth disconnected. We're going to clamp down onto that and go on to our live and neutral. Tester we've got does auto test, so it'll take our reading automatically. We ain't got to press test or anything like that. And that's giving us a ZE of 0.16 with a fault current of 1.43 kA. So that is mint. Covers on. I've still got to label it up. I'll just put the sticker above there, mark up what it is. We've got the SPD. Well, I'll turn the power on first. Main switch, SPD feed, SPD on the right, and then our RCBO that feeds the charger. I'll get the charger adapter off now, take a couple of readings off this, check all the trip times are right, and then we're good to go. So I've had to whip the cover off because I've set this up in online mode on the app and the customer's not in to set their side up. So I'm going to leave the little PDF with the little QR code for them to scan and all the instructions they need to commission it there. And so took the cover off. I'm going to be taking the ZS from the terminals inside because I can't get power through the charger without having the app. And obviously they haven't set it up yet. So we can do it, Captain. So I'm going to go on to the neutral, live, and earth onto there, and then the tester's just going to take a reading. We'll test the RCD, check the trip times, check everything's nice, put the cover back on and shoot off. Done. Nice. And there she blows, people. That looks absolutely mint. Matches the windows as well, which is always nice. But that is sexy, man. Damn. Outside rated, perfect, just what you want. And obviously it gets over the challenge of not being able to fit one in there. So yeah, really nice. Nice job. I'm happy with that. Nice charger, mint. Bosch, job done. Lovely install, lovely customer, which always helps. And that garage unit is mint. The fact that they've made it in the anthracite grey, most people's windows are going anthracite grey now. Everybody loves it and it's the exact same colour as the charger. So works perfectly in my eyes. Comes with the SPD, the MCB, the main switch and the RCBO. So it all comes as a kit. You just buy it as an EV garage unit sort of thing. And the fact that it's waterproof, even better because you can mount it like I just have and it works mint. So yeah, big up you. Big up everybody. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you haven't pressed subscribe already, click the link. Click the subscribe button. That would be awesome. If you want to join the membership and support the channel a bit further, it would be greatly appreciated. You will get a shout out in the video and you automatically become a legend. The link's in the description for that. Big up yourselves. See you later. Ta-ra.